All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to MindShift Monday. Let me tell y'all, today was a powerful. Let me tell y'all one more time. It was powerful, 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 powerful. It was a powerful, powerful. I'm gonna say it one more time. Powerful. A powerful, powerful, powerful day. I wasn't gonna go live on Twitter today because I'm trying some things out, right? But we will be on Twitter Spaces, okay? We will be on Twitter Spaces. So I appreciate you, right? Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. All right, so welcome to MindShift Monday, episode 12. Doing pretty good. Today we are in the mood to talk about nature, health, and wellness. Now, just so you know, if you haven't been on MindShift Monday, all right, MindShift Monday is basically about taking a higher perspective. You know, we exercise everything else. Why not exercise the way that we see things and the way that we view things so that we can have a higher perspective and pretty much be ready for what we're coming into, right? My hair is like always everywhere, man. Everywhere. One down, one up. Yeah, we'll just do it like this. All right, so again, with that being said, thank you for tuning in to MindShift Monday. Today was powerful, you guys. I'm still like, today went by so fast. Before I say that, I just want y'all to know this is a heart-based frequency, and everything that's streaming is coming from the heart center. So, with that being said, let's dive in. All right, let's get into it. Today, oh my goodness, today was, and this is what we're gonna talk about on Twitter Spaces. For some reason, I just knew today was gonna be a day, as far as like feelings, and not even feelings, but just dealing with health. All right, the magnitude of even just what we're speaking about, and just the energy overall, and how powerful these shifts are occurring, and what's really happening in the world cosmically, with the sun, with our health, in nature, in the world in general, even still speaking about mental health and wealth. All right, so overall, today I wanted to just get into, basically, we have a lot of new energy coming into the earth. It's been coming. It's been coming. But now we are here in a space where it is coming. So if you're not really prepared, it can catch you off guard. That's why if you go back to the previous live streams where I'm mentioning, living in a new timeline, or living literally in a whole new world, because we are. And more than anything, it's definitely energetically, it's definitely mentally, it's definitely frequently happening through frequency, synchronicity. These are going to be a lot of key words that will probably be full throttle coming in. So, with that being said, again, today we're going to talk about nature, health, and wealth, and the renaissance that is before us. Now, I know technology has a renaissance going on already. Technology already has a renaissance going on, right? Technology. It's already doing its own thing. We got Chat GPT. We have the whole evolution of machine learning, DNA editing. It's just so much that we're not going to see the precedence of those things until till your grandchild that's 5 is 35, right? So, and it may be sooner, but nah, it's not going to be until they turn 35. So we are in for the ride of our lives. And the reason why I wanted to talk about nature, health, and wealth is because every single thing that we're doing right now deals with these three things that you could probably call a trinity in a way. And not saying that this is the most important things in our lives, but they all intertwine. Because for me, health is an abundant mindset. You can be wealthy with a lot of resources. You can be wealthy with money. You can be wealthy with resources. So it's like, or with assets, or, however you define wealth for yourself. But today we're defining it exactly how I said, through resources, through your mindset, through your health, through nature, because nature is abundant. And so I'm realizing that a lot of times we are, especially now, we're taking for granted the ability that we have with our bodies, with our minds, with our everything, to be able to do certain things, like just walk, take a walk. We're so busy. We're so busy. We have so many things to do that we can't really even take time for ourselves. Or maybe you are. I'm hoping that the people I'm speaking to probably are. Like, you're already on the cutting edge. You've been doing this. Every day you wake up and take a 1 minute walk to the bathroom. Something like that. So, more than anything, yeah. So, and I'm probably gonna be moving from one thing to the next, but today I want to go over today, right? Today's energy was giving beautiful BS, like beautiful bullshit. I'm just gonna be honest. All right. And I say that in a way where it's like, it was beautiful, but it was a lot going on energetically that if you really were not really in your right mind, you would probably be out here just doing all type, like, just, you might lose it. And so there, it is very imperative that we begin to take time out to really feel our rhythm, okay? To really organize ourselves in our rhythm. Today felt like there was no time that existed at all. Period. Period. I felt like time did not exist at all. Not at one all. Time was literally non-existent today. And it's a good thing. It is. But for people who are operating, that have to operate in the rigidness of time, I want to know how it felt for them. So, or just in general. So these are going to be some questions. Like I said, after this live stream, I'm going to be on Twitter Spaces. And, if y'all want to tap in, if y'all do, if y'all don't, either way, it's going to be recorded. So if you're on Twitter, then you can definitely come through. Whoop. So let's get into a few things. I just wanted to say that briefly about today. Other than that, I'm grateful because there are so many things that you could focus on. But as long as you continue to focus on your ability to move forward with just being present, just having the presence of receiving the gifts that are yours in every moment and affirming your life in every moment, then this is what's going to continue to move you through accordingly, according to divine will and according to the divine plan. All right. So getting into nature, health, and wealth, just a few things. Now, I've heard a lot of people say, yeah, we know we here for a good time, not a long time, And so when people say that, it's usually in the vein of when people are talking about how they eat, and it's either one or the other. It's people who are taking care of themselves. They eat a certain way. They're very specific, plant-based, or even if they just work out, they have a incredible workout ethic, or they go to the gym a million times a day or throughout the week, or Pilates, or their choice. They just walk every day. You got some people out here that walk consistently every day, 10,000 miles or less, But the point of that is when people are doing these things to take care of themselves, there's always someone in the background that has a rebuttal to say, well, yeah, we here for a good time, not a long time. So I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And that's cool because it's all about your mindset. So if you feel that way, as long as if you smoking 12 cigarettes a day and drinking 12 beers, and your body thinks that is like your smoking is your breath work and meditation, and then your drinking is your water, You see what I'm saying? Like that's mental alchemy. You know, you might be tricking a few things. You know, your cells eventually have to kind of catch up with the program. But what I'm really getting at is that a lot of people make excuses for why they don't want to change, right? A lot of people make excuses for why they don't want to change. Oh, I'm too old. Oh, it's this. Oh, I ain't about to do all that. No, no. And it's like, you know, that's cool because everybody does what they need to do in due time. You're right. And most of the time, sometimes it's usually, unfortunately, it's usually at the time where it is a concern in life, right? So we want to really get to the point where it's preventative. And so this renaissance that we're in when we're dealing with health, all right, because I guess we'll touch on health first. This renaissance that we're in with what we're dealing with health is literally going to break through so many barriers of thought on how we take care of ourselves and how we really listen to our bodies and being more intuitive, doing the natural things that we do, but on a whole nother level. And so examples of that could be, cellular aging, realizing that you don't necessarily have to be aching. And it's certain things about the body that are just programmable. Like we're literally a big computer, right? We're so concerned with updating our phones, or some people don't even update their phones sometimes, they just don't know. But what I'm saying is we're so busy doing the updates on other technology besides ourselves. So my thing would be, if you're here for a good time and not a long time, then why not explore ourselves to the fullest capacity? Why not us take it to the next step and really say, what are my cells really doing in there? What are they really reflecting? What are they really interpreting? How are my thoughts really affecting my emotional body and my life? Like how am I really projecting my thoughts and my feelings and my emotions into the world? A lot of people would probably, think that this is just some new age spirituality stuff, and it's really not. It's in the Bible. It's in your favorite book. It's in the movies that you watch. It's in everything that we do. But again, we're so many people talk about manifesting, but manifesting is a side effect of being human. So it's not something that is like this magical thing that just happened. It's been around. It's actually a part of your DNA. It's a part of your being, your spiritual being, to actually manifest in the third dimension, in the 3D, right? So moving with that in mind is like, like what do you really want to explore? And how can we really go forward to explore more with our bodies, with nature, and with wealth? Because wealth is exactly those two things as well: our health and nature in abundance. And these are the things that I still feel like we take for granted. Being able to walk outside, be in nature, exercise, even if it's just a gentle walk every day, a nice cool breeze. But I get it. When we're caught up in programs and different things, we have to actually find a way to escape. So that's where a vacation comes in. That's where all these other things come in. But now in this new world, it's imperative for us to actually create the life that we want to live and create the things that we want in that lifestyle now. like to go ahead and embody these things, right? So dealing with nature. And I think a lot of people don't really get a chance to do that until they're financially free. Okay. So that's a big thing because that's dealing with wealth, or, retired. A lot of people, they'll retire and then they'll pretty much say, they'll take time for themselves and then they'll say, you know what, this is like the routine I want to get into. And it takes time. It does. It's not an overnight celebrity type thing. It's a more so you got to get into the work of yourself and really discover yourself and really say, what do I like to do? What are some things that I'm interested in that if I need to see myself in 10 years or in another year or maybe even 3 months from now? Let's not go too far because literally everything that we were thinking last year, we're here now. So we're moving swiftly. So 3 months from now, like how can you identify yourself? Even if you really don't see it, but what are the things that you can literally do to say, hey, I'm gonna embed this in the program I want to create for the lifestyle I want to live. And that's gonna be my resource for my wealth and my health and getting back to nature to do what I need to do for myself. All right, to be clear in my mind, because this still deals with mental health as well. Now, this doesn't mean there's still going to be things in life, but when you're at peace with the things that you do to take care of yourself, that's wealth, right? That's wealth. Okay, that's beautiful wealth because now you're a resource for yourself. You don't necessarily have to go to other people, for their resource as far as energy or time or anything. You become your own resource to really pour into yourself and overflow into other people's lives. All right, so that's dealing with health. So why do we want to leave everything up to chance when it's really up to choice? All right, these are just some key things because I'm getting ready to roll and get onto Twitter Spaces, right? Why do we want to leave everything up to chance when it's really up to choice? Why is everything we do only explored through science and not our own integrity of information through our experience? Like, it's too much where we're just always listening to another authority, i.e. COVID, and getting, vaccinated and all those things. And either or, it doesn't matter with me, whatever choice you made. Again, why do we want to leave everything up to chance when it's really up to choice? All right. And then when it's up to choice, we live with the choices that we made and then we live through them and we can decide if we want to rearrange those experiences to make better choices, right? Okay. So again, all vital forces of change in the world, and yet, wait, hold on. Okay, yeah. So all three of these, right, are vital forces of change in the world: nature, health, and wealth. That is a holy trinity, right? It really is. But we treat them like a tax return. Like we treat nature like a tax return. We treat our health like a tax return. And we treat wealth like a tax return. Like we treat it like, oh, I'll get back to that, or I'll get that back later. I'll return to that another time. When literally we should be pouring into that right now. Excuse me, guys. It's a little hot in here. So yeah. So the biggest thing is getting out our own way and let the will of the Most High, the universe, the galaxy, and everything, pretty much everything that seems to be outside of us, become an exploration as a new frontier of what's inside of us. Our cells, everything I just mentioned, is a reflection in the body. Our cells, trees, perception, organs, bones, systems, follicles, glands are literally shown to us through nature. And it's also shown through wealth, through networks, through resources, through assets, hubs, all type of ways that these things are reflected. And so I just wanted to bring the attention to everyone on this MindShift Monday. I'm getting ready to roll out of here. I just wanted to bring the attention to everyone in regards to nature, health, and wealth. All right. So anything that was stated on here, take it into consideration. Of course, if you want to join me on Twitter Spaces, you can. I'll pretty much just be going a little bit further, possibly see if anybody just jump in just because, and just to explore a new space, because this is my new exploration on my journey of effective self-leadership. So again, lead and learn. I appreciate you all for tuning in, and I will be checking in with you all soon. All right, y'all. So I'll see y'all soon. Peace.